The Western Cape student facing an attempted murder charge for stabbing his wife has been suspended from campus. The suspension was confirmed earlier today at an urgent vice rector's tribunal. The 30-year-old stabbed his partner, who's a student at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, at the weekend. The attack was caught on video and widely circulated online. Veronica Mahwadi has the story.
The horrific stabbing of a woman allegedly by her partner at a student residence in Cape Town was filmed on a cell phone only a day after University of the Western Cape students marched against gender-based violence on the campus. Activist movement Not In My Name spokesperson Themba Masango.
The cowardice actions of the perpetrator actually highlight the urgent need to address toxic and violent masculinities in South Africa.
The ANC Women's League says the stabbing has underscored the disturbing reality of violence that has been harboring within higher institutions of learning. Meanwhile, the 30-year-old man who was arrested over the weekend is expected back in the Bellville Magistrate Court next week. Veronica Mahwadi, Eyewitness News.
The police's public order unit is monitoring a protest by Gold One mine workers as instability continues at the Modder East operation in Springs. Tensions have resurfaced after workers allegedly affiliated with AMCU gathered near the entrance of the mine, demanding a date to be officially recognized as the majority union. Police fired rubber bullets and tear gas at protesters earlier on who have been at the mine since last night. Prince Khatebe, an employee affiliated with the NUM, has told Eyewitness News he narrowly escaped death after some workers set his vehicle alight.
Then other guy came straight from outside, came from this group that was here, was chanting here and doing. He came straight to me, he pulled out the axe, wanted to cut my head, and instruct other guys that were close to this gate to close the gate so that I won't come out.
And COPE leader Musiwa Lekota has dismissed suggestions that the party is facing a leadership crisis despite having fired several members this year alone. Speaking at a briefing earlier today, Lekota announced the exit of Joburg Council Speaker Colleen Makubele from the party. The party says Makubele joined a newly formed alliance named the South African Rainbow Alliance without its approval. Chaired by Makubele, SARA would see small organizations campaigning under one banner ahead of the 2024 general elections. A partly cloudy Tuesday in store for Gauteng tomorrow with isolated showers and thunder showers. Joburg dropping to an overnight low of 14 degrees, peaking at 24. Both Pretoria and Vereeniging 15 and 25. Lerato Huffela, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News on 947. For more, click ewn.co.za.
#MSW. You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
We are the coast. We are the coasties. Sishawa dollars don't give to go sinetemba.
179th edition of the Soweto Derby.
Onside the Shandu, 92.
I think the last time Kaizer Chiefs won a trophy, he was doing grade 3. They say we have a bad luck, we need cleansing.
Emotional day. You are officially the champions of the African Football League.
Congratulations to this amazing group of players. I'm just very lucky to be their coach. And congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. Congratulations.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
Yeah, it's almost like the excitement and the noise never stopped from the Soweto Derby, but here we are. It's a celebration of a different kind, as you can hear in the background. It is all Masandawana. It is all Mamelodi Sundowns. African Football League. You know what? The trophies arrived. I'm trying to drag it. It is so heavy. My goodness. But you know what? It is worth every pound of gold, every ounce of gold that it's taken here to be the biggest 75 million rand. That's what it takes. 75 million rand is what Mamelodi Sundowns won. And it's just me converting, man, from US dollars to rands. But you know what? It's about the history. It's about the packed stadium. It's about what Loftus turned out to be yesterday. And my, oh my, share your experience. Share what you got out of that experience at Loftus. The gentlemen are here in studio. Let me put this trophy down. You can join us at the conversation. We are live on the YouTube channel. You can join us on many different platforms. Send us your WhatsApp voice note as we begin the championship. Rude, you know what? It is Reaction Monday. So, yeah, any other issue that is top of your mind, it's time to express, time to let go. And that is why we call it
Not Your Ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. Hashtag MSW.
Baba Marawa, umthuko omkhize lo eMayville. Ngithi mina iSundowns ngiyayibongela imoto umsebenzi. Ngiyikeza mina. Kwaba ibambele intshe iSundowns nkosami, badidela igazi. Ayikho lento iSundowns ayiyekwe ngeke manje. Awona nje okuya ngamina ngedwa. Ngabe ngithi mina iSundowns akuthathe yena uRolani lo coach wa iSundowns athi uneSundowns yonke bavele bosihlale bosimela kuAfcon nje straight. Yazi umkhulu wami iSundowns ngawenza pha eAfcon. Iyosime nje kuAfcon Sundowns. Dako ngiyabonga ngiyayivala lento nje ngithi nje qimshelele.
Mr. Robert, mina ngifuna ukukhomenta ngeSundowns. Uyabona umshishi noModiba bese kuba yilo mfishane man ogqoka number 11 umkhohlwa man. Ungathi iChina lo. Hey, yabona beno umshishi usemfundisile lo yachot lo ngathi uyiChina lo ukuthi unumber 10 u10 idlalwa kanjani. Hayi bayenza le yanto. Yo. Hayi, xa ngifuna ukukhuluma ngedabi mina idabi sekuyidabi mangathiwa kudlala Sundowns nePirates. Hazi ngaba dabi kanjani because ngathi Gauteng dabi kulist ngoba nje cha ukuthi iChiefs iseyiteam enkulu ngama supporter not ngokudlala sikubeke nje kucace lokho angikhulumela iSundowns abantu ama champions African champions ayi.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. It's Sulfilang here and coming to the MSW Shoulders. First and foremost, congratulations to the inaugural AFL champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. I hear that you're going to have them in studio. Big ups to them. Great results. Great historic moment. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. Congratulations to Coach Rulani Mkwena. Congratulations to the entire squad at large. You guys have represented South Africa with a lot of pride, with a lot of respect, with a lot of dignity, especially in the continental space, and for you guys to add yet another trophy, yet another significant amount of money into your account, but for you guys to also win yet another silverware, it is absolutely incredible. Congratulations, guys, and yeah, we are really proud of you guys, and hope the success will continue from here. Great show as always. Thanks.
Kabuyelo masanda wana Kabuyelo Kabuyelo masanda wana Kabuyelo
So wherever you're celebrating around the country, the continent, or the world, feel free to join in the celebration of Mamelodi Sundowns, who are in studio right now. Championship faces written all over them, and you can watch us on the YouTube channel. Be part of it. Watch, comment, whatever you want to do. Be happy. Also send us those WhatsApp voice notes. Do call through into the studio as well. You know, it's one of those things where you are in and around Pretoria. I think it was around there about 9, 10 o'clock. And already you started to feel the buzz. Everything was yellow. Everyone was just kind of walking very steadily. There was no rush. And I love that because usually it's like a last-minute rush. There was a little bit of that, though, because, there are many things that one observed. But we'll keep it quiet for now. We'll raise it maybe later on. But they were very rampant. It was groundbreaking. It was extraordinary. I don't even know how best to describe this team, Mamelodi Sundowns. I mean, what a team. And, man, we got to talk about the incredible scenes that unfolded at Loftus Versfeld yesterday. Bafana style clinching the inaugural African Football League. I mean, those scenes reminiscent of the Bulls Super League and Super Rugby heyday. That was between 2007 and also 2010. Loftus Versfeld, if you remember, if you're a big rugby person, packed to the rafters. as Sundowns successfully overturned a 2-1 deficit to lift the inaugural African Football League against the Moroccan giants Wydad Casablanca. So Masandawana dominated the tie from off, no doubt, trying to banish the ghost of defeat that they suffered at the hands of Wydad at Loftus back in March. Their coach, Rulani Mukwena's Chargers, did well to keep their heads, with Wydad players consistently going down. And we expected that to happen, going down under innocuous-looking challenges. So a late first-half strike from Peter Shalulile, leveling the tie before Aubrey Modiba capitalized on that sloppy back pass to slot very coolly past Mehi Mafta in what proved to be the decisive moment. Hey, the champions, the magnificent players, incredibly hardworking, passionate coach will be joining us as well. The players were telling me that, no, he will make a grand entrance, which he has just done now. The coach is here, ladies and gentlemen, the coach is here. Even before I allow him to say a word, I was just being told here by very reliable sources that this gentleman here, I have not spoken to him ever since he left a certain team in Cape Town. And that really, that shocks me, man. It brings me to tears because he was such a great man, great human being. And the fact that we haven't spoken, he hasn't come to our studios. Huh? Musa Libusa. Let's get this off our backs, man. Welcome to the show.
Good evening to you and your listeners.
How has this happened, or how have we managed not to?
I don't know. When we were outside, Shupi was asking me the same question, and I said I've never been here. So the last time I spoke to you, I was in Cape Town. So this is actually the first time I talked to you since I came to side.
That is crazy, guys. Please let's give Musa a big round of applause for being here. Let's give him a big round of applause. You know how dodgy defenders can be, man. Hey, they are just as evasive as the midfielders or the strikers. But you know what? There's always a moment. And that moment was waiting for this trophy to land in your hands for it to happen. So everything is governed above.
Definitely, yeah.
Hey, final whistle goes yesterday. The moment is done. The trophy is yours. The history is written. I'm not going to talk about the money. That's the least of your problems right now. But just all of those things. Final whistle goes. Yeah. Musa's going through what emotion?
It was a sigh of relief. We worked so hard to get where we were, and we knew it was in our hands. We didn't want to throw it away, and we wanted to work so hard, and there was so much pressure that we put ourselves under, and we wanted to be the first team to win AFL. And since it's in we play in the final at our stadium, we wanted to win it in front of our fans.
But how was the pressure, though? Because it must have been enormous. Pressure, you got to play, locally, it's the league, and then cup games, then it's the losses, then you got to pick yourself up, then you have to go to Luanda, you come back, and then there's the Egyptians, and then it's the Moroccan, it's all sorts of things happening all at once. How are you managing?
I think pressure is always there, especially if you play for a big team and then you're playing against big teams in the continent. But I think the technical team, they prepare us very well to make sure that we're ready for every game that we play. So, and the team as well, we try to make sure that we work hard for one another, and basically that's what we do. The pressure, there is pressure obviously, but we try to make sure that we work collectively.
That man next to you, he's built a six-pack just from lifting trophies. That's how used to lifting trophies he is. I asked him outside, I said, how many trophies in total?
Good evening, Rob. And good evening to the listeners.
You're such a polite human being, man. I wanted to leave the greeting. I wanted to leave the greeting for next.
Nah, start with the greeting. It's very, very important because I need to know how you feel.
How I feel?
Yeah, it's been a long time. How do you feel?
Should we swap roles? Should I go sit there? You come in. You can run this ship here, boss. You might as well. You might as well run this thing.
Not a very good idea.
Is it going to go downhill?
Yeah.
Oh, for you. Hey.
Yeah, look.
Give me the number. Give me a number.
I'll only count the trophies when I'm done with football.
No, count them now because you're not done
now.
with football. 20.
Close to.
That's ridiculous.
Close to 20.
But I believe that you've gone to the bank to ask them for a separate bond for you to build a house just for trophies.
No, actually, the trophies stay with the club.
Your trophies?
I keep my trophies, individual trophies.
They give you the miniature version of the AFL to take home. If they don't do that, please tell me so that we can go to the CAFL so that they can do this thing.
Yeah, no, actually, the medals, yes. The trophies belong to the club. But I'm part of the club and I'm part of the trophies as well. So, yeah, I'm really honored to be part of this group of players because, I mean, it's just amazing how they do things. Because I've played with a lot of players, but these ones are just special. Of course, with a lot of challenges because a lot of youngsters. We've got a 16-year-old like my son. But you need to find a way of
and he is no Mapenda, though. He's a proper player.
He's a top player.
Yes.
Top player, and you need to manage him properly and talk to him as a youngster, as a son, as a footballer, as a student. And it takes a lot, but they all listen and they have the same goal, and that's the best thing.
I saw on Twitter a very great colleague of mine that does incredible work, not only on the continent but globally. You'll see her on Sky. She'll be doing basketball in Kigali, etc. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I should be.
Yes,
should be, no.
Asha.
Asha, yeah, Asha Komugisha, yes.
Asha Komugisha. She tweeted almost after the final whistle. She was just like, Dennis Onyango, the former Uganda Cranes captain, adds another prestigious trophy to his collection, the Africa Football League with Mamelodi Sundowns. He has also won the CAF Champions League in 2016. He's the most successful Ugandan football player. Full stop. Hey, guys, is there arthritis in the house? What's going on? What's going on? Hey. Full stop. Thank you, Coach. Thanks for those additional claps. He deserves it. Because I know how humble this human being is. But that's a statement. It's not a question. It's not a quiz.
Yeah. For me, of course, it humbles me because it's not easy.
Yeah.
But as I said, I'm surrounded by incredible players, incredible human beings who really support me because if I'm not on the pitch, I have to do the same. What they give me, I have to give back. And that has helped me to lift a lot of trophies at the club. But it's also the culture of the club where everyone has to support one another in terms of playing.
That's great media teaching. And big ups to Coach Rulani, Shubi, everybody else. I hear that. Great teamwork, the surrounding and what. I hear that.
Yeah.
I've just said to you, here's a statement. The most successful Ugandan football player. Full stop. What is your reaction to that?
As I said, it humbles me.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come easy. Because Asha knows my background. Very difficult background for me.
Yeah.
You don't want to know my pictures. Because
no, I know some of them because... And when we come back from the break, I'll introduce Neo as well as the coach. We'll continue the conversation. I don't want to make this an interview. It's a celebration. It's a conversation. But just with having initial thoughts coming through. I mean, your other pictures would have involved you being a male model, going to be and trying to be Mr. Uganda. Was it Mr. Kampa? Yeah, Mr. Uganda, right? Almost like, you know that Atha Mofokate was Mr. Soweto.
Yeah, Mr. Soweto.
He was Mr. Soweto. Paul Pume used to be Mr. Carlton Center.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing was a thing where you wear a sash like Miss SA. So that was him.
Miss Soweto.
Yeah. You haven't seen it. Nell's face, you look shocked.
No, I have.
You've seen them. You know, from wanting to be Mr. Uganda with a sash and a Speedo and other things that you would have been wearing. I mean, yeah, he is. He's an African champion now. So don't go anywhere. Be part of the conversation that's happening right here. Hashtag MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide. Hey, I've never seen, and you know, hey, his complexion, this guy. But he is blushing. He's blushing full time. It's incredible scenes here, guys. Be a part of it. Go on the YouTube channel. Also send us your WhatsApp voice notes. Mamelodi Sundowns, champions.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live. 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.
If you want to make real money, you got to start your own
The
business.
thing is, you need a stable profession. Doctor, lawyer, accountant.
You won't get anywhere without a postgrad.
Career in tech is the way forward.
Going to the family business, it just makes sense.
At Investec, we won't tell you how to make your money, but we will help you make the most of it. If you earn over 800,000 Rand per annum, you could qualify to bank with us. We'll even take care of the admin when you switch your account. Now that's private banking. Investec is an authorized financial services and registered credit provider.
When it comes to a road trip with the squad, everyone suddenly becomes an aux DJ. Now we've got to sit through Samantha's world music. And Jabulani's Maskandi. We can't stop the music, but we can give you a shot at winning a car when you make a stop at Wimpied Engine on the way and spend 100 Rand or more. Wimpied Engine. Every journey is always welcome. T's and C's apply.
Have you seen our upgraded currency with enhanced security features? Identifying a genuine banknote is easy. Just look, feel, and tilt. Hold the banknote against the light and look for the Big 5 watermark unique to each denomination. Feel the race print on Madiba's portrait and tilt to see the security thread change color. For more, download the SA Reserve Bank Currency app and spend your money with confidence. Our money, our pride. SA Reserve Bank, connecting us.
Hi, me again. If you know what this ridiculously short 30-second ad is for, you'll probably know what I hate most about it. Yes, it's the legal line. Pineapple AFSP 48650 is underwritten by Old Mutual Insure or licensed FSP and non-life insurer. T's and C's apply. I mean, who cares? Have you ever heard anyone say, wow, did you hear that pineapple ad? Go to pineapple.co.za for 100% insurance, 0% other stuff with all those super interesting, invaluable T's and C's. Well, I haven't. I've also never heard a complete ad where we...
Connect your home to super fast, uncapped internet from Supersonic from just 349 Rand per month. That's all the movies, games, series binges, and downloads you could want. Sign up with Supersonic Fiber from just 349 Rand per month, and we'll throw in a free-to-use router, free delivery, and free installation. For real, it's from just 349 Rand per month. Check your coverage and sign up today at supersonic.co.za. T's and C's apply.
You might call it living your best life, but we call it Spur Cheeseburger Mondays. Because for only $79.90, Mondays become legendary when you can choose between 100% pure beef, succulent chicken, delicious soya, or tender rib cheeseburger. All served with Spur-style crispy onion rings and golden chips. So, when life gives you Mondays, enjoy a Spur Cheeseburger. T's and C's apply. Spur, people with a taste for life.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
179th edition of the Soweto Derby. And all I can tell you that the Chiefs fans...
According to me, they need to go and cleanse. They need to go and cleanse by Gaza. But the way Cape Town team, I think the last time Kaizer Chiefs won a trophy, he was doing grade 3. They say we have a bad luck, we need cleansing. Who needs cleansing here? 9 years, the whole 9 years, no trophy.
What's the name in Bloemfontein though?
No, those one like the Jacob Zuma Cup, Brenda Fassie Cup, Makufe Cup. Those one are not trophies. We're talking about proper trophies here.
#MSW. #MSW. Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. #MSW.
Champions and champions and champions and champions. Mamelodi Sundowns. Hey, it's going crazy there by YouTube, guys. Oh, you can go watch the live feed that's coming through. I think the only thing that is delayed that will ever give out to you will be your reaction to it. Otherwise, it is a live feed. You can listen, you can comment, give us all the feedback in the world. The champions are here.
Good evening. Good evening to the listeners of MSW. Rob Ngusia, APE. Hey, Rob, not a happy weekend for me. Losing to Pirates on Saturday.
Sundowns winning another trophy, which they will rub into our faces, Kaiser Chiefs supporters. So it was not a good weekend. Go see a PE.
Hey, see ya. Hey, are Sundowns into rubbing these trophies on people's faces? I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Musa Lebusa's here with me in studio. We've also got Coach Rulani Mkwena. We've got Neo Mayama here as well. Dennis Onyango. Those two have already spoken. So let me drift across to this side of the studio and welcome a man who probably when he retires from football will have a career in broadcasting or radio because he's got a voice for it, eh? Neo Mayama. Welcome to the show, big man.
Good evening, Rob.
How you doing, man?
And all to the listeners. I'm very good.
You're good, you're proud. The last time I had you in the studio, it was growing stages, it was baby steps, it was nursing you into the mix, and coach was being very careful when and how to involve you in the game, but you're already making an impact. But here you are now, hey, an African champion of a very brand new tournament. Just firstly, your reaction to everything that happened on Sunday.
First, I would like to thank God, for this opportunity to be amongst great human beings. I'm honored to be here. It's actually very proud to be part of the team. It's a very good experience. We worked very hard for this.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's the coach told us that we need to feel when we actually lost out onto the 2 cups, but this one is also to feel it. When we won it. So it's more of feeling it, embracing the good things that happens to us, and make sure that we take it one game at a time, one trophy at a time, and this is the beginning of a very good season for us.
Very good things to come through, but overcoming we did though. I mean, we saw last season. This was your team. You managed to sort out Al Ali, but there was just something about we did. What do you think you've done differently now and correctly to overcome them?
We had to beat them. I think that's the only thing that from last season is that we did a lot of things, especially me getting also the red card. So it was a bit of a back foot on us, going to the second leg. Although it was 0-0, but then it's more of putting pressure on the team, going back, going home, not scoring an away goal. Unlike this season where we got the away goal, which was very in our advantage, knowing that we play for win, and this was one of the games that we had to win.
I mean, always there's something that must happen. So it's either a red card, or we saw with Rivaldo Kutia, there was an own goal. Every player hates that. And as we were walking into the stadium, he was also walking at the same time, and I said, hey, the game will miss you. And the first thing he said to me, you know what, the guys aren't going to miss me.
Yeah.
They're going to do it without me. And I was just, wow. When you get that level of training on and off the field, it says something about the collective. And you've enjoyed the space, though, because hey, you're almost like a fan's darling now. There were stages where there was this love and hate relationship that was going on. But right now, just that change, how important is it to feel the love coming through just for you? I know they do for Sundowns, but for you as an individual with them.
I think it's more of a trust relationship, what you put onto the field of play, making sure that they trust you, that your teammates trust you, you make sure you work for them because they come from everywhere from South Africa to come to the stadium to watch you. So it's an honor for them to be there. And also as a player, you need to make sure that you perform to see them happy. So I think it's more of making sure that I make them happy with my performances, helping the team, contributing, and also making sure that they enjoy. And then when they love me, I love them as much.
You show the love back, don't you?
Yeah,
I love that. Guys, any questions? Though, as I said, the guys are here. They're with us for the full hour. Coach Rulani, good to see you. And again, I said it to you off air. I said the respect goes to you. And although when you take that respect, you give it to everybody else. And that is one thing that we've learned of you. Whether you're winning a game against a lower tier side to lifting an inaugural trophy like this, my oh my. Just tell me about the drive back home after last night.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, and good evening to your listeners. The drive last night, funny enough, I was listening to We Are the Champions by The Queen, but also because I live
quite a distance from Klolkop. It helps me also just to regain my thoughts, say a couple of prayers, particularly. I do it every day after a match, and yesterday the particular theme was gratitude and just giving thanks to the Lord Almighty for the talent of coaching and the gift, of course, and then for the gift of being at a club like Mamelodi Sundowns with this incredible group of players. It's an extreme privilege. I say it all the time, extreme privilege and an incredible honor to be their coach, because there's ups, there's downs, there's tears, there's joys and laughters, but it's all for good. You know, we work very, very hard. We are together. We support each other, and they support me probably more than people will probably understand and know. And I'm just grateful to be part of this organization and to lead this fantastic group of players.
Let's go it line by line and see, because this might be intentional. This really might be. I've paid my dues. Time after time. I've done my sentence. But committed no crime. And bad mistakes? I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face. But I've come through. Then it leads you to being a champion.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those lines. Must be intentional.
Extremely. And this is why I always say that to people that embrace failure. Embrace failure, because that's part of paying your dues. Embrace making mistakes, because that's part of your growth. You only learn through making mistakes. We laughed now when Dennis said off air, the coach is here and he may as well very soon switch on the TV and say corrections.
Get straight into a session.
But that is the reality. They know how fixated I am about corrections, because we are all humans. And up until we get to that generation where everything is robotic and artificial intelligence takes over even the mere human functions, we will always make mistakes.
Yeah.
And when we were making corrections of the last game against Wydad away from home, I asked them a question. I said, do you think the coach has corrections? And they all looked at me. Some of them, shy. They don't want to get involved in that space. They always just stay a little bit. And they all and the only reason I knew they had discussed it is because they all said Zungu. Because they trust Zungu to be the one to tell me things,
Oh, to be almost like a spokesperson.
On their behalf.
Okay.
There's a few. For there's certain things when they need things that are family orientated, and it's Dennis. I know they'll send Dennis, go talk to the coach.
Yeah. The father figure.
If there's tickets and things that involve traveling, and they're not that important, they'll send the captain Mshishi.
Okay.
And then if there's things like days off, or there's something very strongly that they disagree with, then they send Bongani Zungu, because they know Bongani Zungu can hold a strong conversation with the coach.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever I know the personalities, so whenever I see the personalities coming, I can already align the stories.
And almost is he more about what, free time, weekend?
No. We have a lot of one-on-ones with Musa, myself and Musa. But those have a lot to do with life and football and a lot of other things. It's the same with Neo.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot more discussions, even about not so much this year as last year, but especially about the Bible and Christianity and life in general. And some of the incredible work that he does in terms of giving back to his community, his relationship with his father. And so I mean, with Dennis, we speak a lot about even about Ugandan football. He had an assignment by the Football Federation to what was it? It was about how do they get Ugandan football back to being
a dominant force.
A dominant force on the African continent, and setting up a model with the curriculum and a model, and he said, Coach, I've got homework for you.
Homework for you to give to him.
I said, okay, no, but I understand it was your homework. This. He says, no, but please help me. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? He says, just try to see which of these answers you can answer. The following day, I think 5-6 pages of notes that I thought they could use using some of the big nations in the world as references and to try to help. So it goes beyond just what everyone sees as the relationships we have on the pitch, but there's a lot more that connects us as a group, as a family than football. And of course, that means mistakes too. They all sit here, they've made mistakes that we've discussed. Musa has made a lot of mistakes. Dennis has made a lot of mistakes. Noah has made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. But at the end, that's why we've paid our dues. And that's why they can go into a final like that. And for an example, Musa plays against Wydad yesterday without really being a regular from the start of the season and having some complications with injuries and then rotation and waiting for his time. But then he comes in against a very strong side, and in the first half he has to deal with a lot of long balls, him and Mtobi Mvala against Al Bakhri. And then immediately at halftime I said to them, okay, it's changing. You can see with the bandage of Al Bakhri that it's probably Sambu who's going to come on immediately. And that also changes the dynamic. He's a little bit more aggressive physically, a little bit more imposing. Maybe not as fast, but of course you've got to still be able to deal with the first ball, second ball, and also the coverage of our fullbacks in case we want to press a little bit high. And he was magnificent, zero mistake, colossal, and a fantastic performance from him and the rest of the group, and even the rest of the players on the bench. Dennis always giving instructions and helping with some of the tactical information with some of the players on the pitch, and now always encouraging the others. So it was just a magnificent spirit in the bench, and it's because everybody that is at Sundowns now, number one, understands that we have to appreciate being there. It's not a God-given right.
I saw the bench after Peter scored. It was like everybody left. Whoever was carrying the cooler bag with the ice in it was also there to celebrate. Let me take David on the line before we go for a break. David, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Rob. And the champions. Coach Rulani, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Coach Rulani. You have made it. Outstanding job. The boys on the field, it was absolutely amazing. 2 o'clock already, the stadium was filled. Thanks to Masandawana Nation. You made us proud. Billy, keep it up, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. We appreciate it.
Wow. David, you hung on for almost 8 minutes just to say that. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate you being short, sharp, and to the point, because all you wanted to do was say thank you. I mean, something like that, Musa, means a lot, goes a long way. As callers, as people that want to communicate with you, he's been holding on for almost 10 minutes, but he hardly spoke for 10 seconds.
Yeah, it means a lot. It shows that people out there, they really support us. They really like what we're doing, and we also try to make them proud whenever we step in the pitch.
Has this been a culture shift for you to understand and appreciate football differently than ever before at any stage of your career?
Yeah, it has. I mean, I remember when coming this side, when I was still in Cape Town, it was different. You just go play a game, whether you lose or win, it's nothing. But then when I came to Sundowns, and then I realized that when you lose, it's a whole different mood in the changing room, and it's a mood that you don't want to experience at any given time. So the best thing to do is keep on winning. Because when you lose, it's not nice at all. And
there's a growing fan base that's getting bigger and bigger. There's a growing fan base that's having more and more expectations from you. There's a growing fan base that says, hey, so you're being watched even closer than the coach is watching you, you know. But we'll take a break. We'll come back because I would love your thoughts. Dennis coming through now, also coming through. The coach is here, like I say, celebrating something unique on the African continent. And I'm sure, and judging from what we see, believe it or not, these guys still have to strap their boots and go on with the Champions League.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live. In 3, 2, 1. On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.
Why wait for tomorrow when you can try your luck today on Lotto Star's Ruby Real Rush games with a new super-sized payout? Spin the reels to catch the Grand Express Diamond Class, Mayan Cash, Immortal Waste Diamonds, Elephant Stampede, Diamond Explosion 7s, and many more. You could win instant payouts of up to 20 million rand on our Real Rush games instantly. Lotto Star, your world of live games.
Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18s. National Responsible Gambling Program. 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Before you buy a car, be really sure. Before you drive too far, be really sure. Be really sure. Be really sure. Before you sign the deal and end up feeling ill. Before you buy a car, be really sure.
Get to the new Wheelie Mega Store in Midstream and choose from thousands of cars at wholesale prices. Wheelie.co.za, SA's most trusted place to buy, sell, or trade your car.
Start your engines and crank down the windows, South Africa. It's time to pump it up and win your share of 2 million rand in Pick and Pay grocery vouchers with BP. This festive, swipe your smart shopper every time you pump it up with 600 rand or more. That's 200 winners, 10,000 rand each in 8 weeks. So pump it up at BP all festive for more chances to win. T's and C's apply. BP, every day brighter.
Do you know how expensive it is to grow a business?
Where will you get the funds?
How will you afford it?
With what money?
Do what others say you can't with the bank that believes you can by taking out a business term loan. Because not only can you get your loan approved in 3 minutes, the money will be deposited in your account the very same day. Start, manage, and grow your business at standardbank.co.za/rise above the noise. Standard Bank. Standard Bank is an authorized financial services and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
Don't miss out on best value fiber from MWeb, SA's #1 fiber ISP. Get uncapped 20 megabytes per second fiber for only 299 rand per month with month-to-month payments, no upfront costs, and get connected in 5 days. Visit mweb.co.za or call 087 700 5000 to find out more. MWeb. Better internet, better you. T's and C's apply. Web Connect coverage depending.
The nature of HR. It's true. There are so many moving parts. It's not just about the processes, but also about the people. Everyone has their part to play because they're like different parts of a puzzle that you can put together to help the organization.
Sage HR and payroll tools help HR champions spend less time on admin and more time bringing the team together. Sage, helping business flow. Visit sage.com today.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
179th edition of the Soweto Derby. These are our super duper ultra fans.
Robert, we love you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. From Mutogwa Limpopo.
Yes.
The Derby peace from Mutogwa. You know how much I spent to come here?
How much?
900.
I love Orlando Pirates with all my heart. I don't even mind not paying rent to just go to the stadium. As long as I'm gonna see the boys playing, then I'm fine.
Sure.
Some days I don't even eat if they lose.
Marawa Sports Worldwide. Monday to Friday weekdays. Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. #MSW.
Yeah, Robert, thank you so much with a wonderful show. I want to congratulate Masandawana. What a display of the best of our South African football. And even the crowd, everything was just the best. The FIFA president, that's what he saw, the best of South African football. But for Saturday, derby, the scene Mr. Marawa, where the Italian referee, after one of the boys, Laba Bebawa, both teams, you touch them, they fall. The referee, he turned and he looked at the FIFA president and he shook his head. I wonder, Marawa. That statement, it means a lot. It means a lot that South Africans, Abanyes, Chiefs, and Pirates, you touch them, they fall. But for Sundowns, well done, boys. I'm a Pirates fan, but Sundowns, well done. Thank you, Marawa.
Hi, Rob. Greetings to you and everyone listening to the show. This is Joel from Watville in Benoni. My reaction Monday, it was a very brave and brilliant performance by Mamelodi Sundowns to make sure that the newly introduced African Football League trophy doesn't go to Morocco.
Good evening, Prarob. Good evening to the champions of Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns. Mr. Marawa, I think what Mr. Rulani Mkwena is cooking there with Mamelodi Sundowns, most of the teams in the DSTV and in Africa will find it very difficult to eat or beat. I think he's cooking one of the best teams in Africa, Mr. Marawa. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show.
To eat or beat? Oh, yeah.
Marawa Sports Worldwide. Ndibulise Tarop. Nguvu esiphambo luthethayo ibhakani elikhulu. Ndithi mandimongele uRolani Mkwena ngeyona coach endimthandayo apha ku-PSL and ke imisebenzi emihle yabonakala ngoku nakusezowaphamisa itrophy yakhe yesibini eyona ke enkulu eAfrika yile besenda kuyiphamisa ngeweekend. Le genge yaseSoweto engathi yonke ingathathwa ebhasini ipakishwe isiwe xa bekudlala iSundowns yobukela ibhola lidlalwa njani. Enkosi Tarop, ndithi congratulations kumasandawana.
Yeah, powerfully packaged. Thank you so much indeed. All the fans that are listening, everybody that's watching on the YouTube channel, all of your comments, we are noting them. We got every single one of the gentlemen here in studio on their devices and they keep checking what you're saying. So, guys, trust me, we might not have all the time in the world, but we will have time for you, whatever the time is that is granted. So thank you indeed for all of those comments. We are monitoring them. We are checking out all the WhatsApp voice notes that are coming through. Also, when you get a message that comes from one of the Sundowns former players, a great legend of the game, and he says, good evening, and the champions that are there in your territory. He says, we as Mamelodi Sundowns family, we are very proud to have this wonderful team. Kudos to Coach Rulani, technical team, as well as the players. On behalf of all the supporters, we are proud to give a warm support and we'll carry on to support the team. He says, well done, AFL champions, Mambush Daniel Mudau. Hey? Mambush Daniel Mudau. Legend of the game.
Yeah.
Hey? You were playing, when he was playing, you were still playing. Who?
No, I'm just a young man.
You're just a young man?
Yes.
Of how many years now?
Doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
No.
Let's talk about your youth. Because we all want to be as young as you.
Mm-hmm.
So how old is Dennis Young?
He's young.
Forget the age. No, I'm not worried about the age. I'm just inspired by you.
He's a very young 38-year-old.
Yeah.
Just starting the career.
At 38?
Yes.
Coach will tell you of a certain Chelsea player who became yesterday the oldest player to score in the English Premier League. Same age as you. But he plays top flight. Coach was talking about the coaching movement that was made as far as the corner kick was concerned. Hey, Coach, you watch because you rushed from the game you went to watch.
Yeah.
So be brave in that age. A lot of things.
Yes. I'm brave. I'm proud of my age because, as the coach always tells us, you manage your career, not your talent. And I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
Try to stay fresh. My wife looks after me very well. And my kids keep me young.
Yes.
So I love that. I mean, they keep me going. Of course, they give me a headache a little bit, but that's what keeps me going. And the team that is around me with a lot of youngsters, I feel like Emabena when I'm in the change room. So I need to behave the way the team wants me to behave. So that keeps me going. That keeps everyone happy. And for me, it starts from the house, where I feel like I'm a young boy in the house, and I take it to the pitch, I take it to the training, and it keeps me young.
There's one thing a lot of us football fans admire about you, is that at the pinnacle of your game, another goalkeeper, the pinnacle of his game, comes around to Sundowns, and he takes the jersey. And then everybody's looking at a reaction of a Dennis Onyango. How is he going to react? Is he going to sulk? Is he going to be this weeping man? It was the exact opposite. It was almost like you were playing every single game. But when Ronwen is on that field, it's almost like he has a twin. And you are there with him. Every shot that he stops, every block that he makes, every kick that he unleashes, you are there. You are feeling every... How a human being are you? What kind of a human being are you? Please share that, because we all love that, to have that demeanor.
It's, of course, difficult, but the brotherhood that we have in the team, regardless whether it's the goalkeeping department, the defenders, because the defenders also pass on information to each other. When one is outside, the other one plays, the midfielders, the strikers. So it's a team, and it's a family. So if I hate on my family member, which means I'm on the wrong side of the results, because at the end of the day, the results matter a lot. And I've seen the same situation with Kennedy Mwine, who is our coach now.
Yes.
When he won the AFCON, and I came to the club from my loan at Bidvest, and he supported me all that while. And he was an African champion. He had just won the AFCON, and I took over as the number one at the club. So why not? I mean, Ronwen came to the club. He did well. I saw Ronwen playing at Supersport at the academy when I was at the senior team, and at one stage he wanted to quit football because he lost one of his best friends, and he wanted to quit. I told him it doesn't make up, because even if you quit football, it's gone. You need to play for him now. And when I saw him coming to Sundown, I was like, okay, I need to support him. We need to support each other. Riyadh, Jody, and whoever plays must give the best to the club, because when the team wins, we all win. When a team loses, we all lose, and it affects us on and off the pitch. So the happier the team, the better for us on and off the pitch. So I have to give the best to the club, because they've given me the best as well, from a playing perspective and a friendship perspective, because Kennedy, from that, we became best friends. We share ideas. Even if he's my coach right now, I have to respect that. But at the end of the day, we sit and talk about life in general, because it's also very, very important for us to speak about life.
You promised me a couple of years ago. Hey, that laughter is a laughter of a guilty man. You promised me many years ago that you will only start to consider retirement at the age of 42. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I'm still looking at that. The board is still saying, yes, you can. The club still sees something in me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be even sitting on the bench. Probably Riyadh would be sitting. But I still have the desire, and I compete like anyone else at the club, ready for action, because if anything happens to Ronwen, I must be ready. And the team sees that in me. And not to say that it doesn't see it in Riyadh or Jody, but whoever is ready must give his best. And if the team believes in me, whoever is on the pitch is as good as the one outside. So I keep going, I keep giving the best to the team. And when the chance comes, I have to play, because I'm still being paid by Sundown, so I have to respect the badge and give the best.
Respect the badge and the budget. I like that.
Can I tell you something?
We're here for you, Coach, please.
And maybe it will give you a little bit of light into what type of person Dennis is. We go on the off-season break, and already he was not number one, and this is a man that has achieved so much. Already you spoke about the number of trophies, the amount of accolades individually that he's collected, the recognition not only by CAF and also by FIFA. And the guy is not playing the entire season. He's had a couple of cameo appearances. I remember maybe against Stellies, we didn't win, etc., etc. And he comes, and he's the only player that's 6 kilograms lighter at 39 years old.
That's crazy.
He used the entire off-season to get himself in shape. Where I used him as a reference, and I said to the rest of the players, I said, I've got a guy here that's won 10 league titles, but still feels that he's still not in the best physical condition to win more. He wants to win more. So he gets into a better shape, and he works hard, and he sacrifices his off-season to work and to push and to train and make sure that he comes back so that he can be even more competitive and fight for the position. And by doing that, that would make all the other goalkeepers better, because then Riyad benefits, Ronza benefits, Jody benefits, because iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality Dennis has. It's incredible. And just that story for me is one of the things that I speak to the young Mabenas about, you know, to say, if you really, really want to make it, you've got to have this unrelenting desire, this quench that you can you can go on and on and on and on, and even when you feel like it gets even more difficult, you still have that urge that pushes you to do better, and that's one of the most incredible stories I've ever witnessed as a football coach.
And he just said to us that his wife cooks the best meals, and to come back from, the best meals to losing 6 kilos, I mean, that is discipline, man. Let's relive this moment.
The African Football League today we want to show the people in Africa, we want to show the people in the world that football in Africa is as good as football and is amongst the best in the world. Hola, football in Africa, hola!
Hola! Hola, South Africa. Hello, South Africa. So this today is something big. Get ready for it. Good luck to Mamelodi Sundowns. Bonne chance, Wydad Casablanca, Dima Maghreb. All the best to football in Africa. Today there will be one winner, but you, the African public, have already won. The fans of football, you are the winners. African football is the winner. World football is a winner. Thank you very much.
Yeah, President of FIFA watching every move. Gianni Infantino, as well as camp president Patrice Motsepe. I know Pro Pilani was asking a question, Coach, just very briefly, because we've run out of time. He says, please ask Coach Rulani about his conversation that he had with Wydad's goalkeeper after the first leg. What was that conversation about?
No, he was just complimentary of the team's style of play. He was complimentary about the changes that he's seen, because Wydad and Sundowns have now become old foes, and there's been regular interactions between the two, and El Moti was one of them players that's been around for quite a couple of times, and it happened just by chance because his son was running away from him for some strange reason and happened to run into me, and then El Moti then ran to me, and then it was just some pleasantries exchanged.
But they're not trying to steal you there up north as a coach now, are they?
Yeah, but then whoever steals must be locked up in jail.
But legally steal?
No, there's no legally stealing. If you steal, you must go to jail.
Now, please wrap it up for us, because I can only leave it to you. I trust you. Ulebusa trusts you. Onyango trusts you. Mukwena trusts you. We give you 20 seconds to wrap everything up for us.
Tagrab, I just want to say thank you from the captain, the coach, for this platform that you've given us, as the first winners of the AFL. And we just want to say we're grateful, and we're happy to be here. Yeah.
Well done. Give him a big round of applause. I told you, he listens to instruction. Lebusa, I hope to see more of you. I thank you, sir. It was a great first time. Well done. Onyango. Yeah. Please don't shy away, Baba, and share this special diet of yours. I see people putting balloons in their stomachs to lose weight, and you're doing it the natural way. Thank you so much. Rulani, all I can say is, Baba, it can only get better. You have surpassed more than most. Words fail us. in terms of how driven you are. Keep it going, sir.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. And you remain the inspiration. Black excellence is defined by Robert Marawa. So thank you very much for the opportunity and the support.
Appreciate the words, man. Thank you.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.